Tonight on The Flow, we're breaking down the hottest topics that are creating a buzz online right now.
We're paying tribute to some of the very talented artists we lost in 2011. What were some of the biggest tech wins and the biggest tech fails of the year? And we get high-tech in the studio with the coolest gadgets of the holiday season. These are the topics that you are talking about as the year winds down. The Flow starts now.
Hi everyone, I'm your host Tim Cash and welcome to The Flow. Joining me tonight here in New York's Pepsi Live Lounge, I'm a very lucky boy indeed. Please welcome author of the comedy memoir Everything Sucks, an avid YouTuber. You can actually find her at Writing Hannah. It is Hannah Friedman. Next to her, Emmy Award-winning go-to technology expert on CNN and CBS, Katie Linendoll is joining us. Nice to have you here, Katie. And sitting next to me is an actress and host of BET's It's such an honor.
Oh, really?
Miss Roxy Diaz is in the building. Now, remember, you guys at home can get involved in the discussion. Hit us up at Pepsi The Flow on Twitter. Now, 2011 saw some tragic losses to the world of music with the deaths of some incredible talents. Let's talk about some of those artists. Who were you most shocked at, personally, as a fan, when they passed in 2011?
I was really sad to see the death of Amy Winehouse.
Right.
Five-time Grammy Award winner. She was such a unique talent, such a beautiful voice. And so that was a really tragic passing.
You know, Amy led a life on camera that was very turbulent, and also behind public eyes, in a closed doors, very turbulent lifestyle. Do you think she'll be remembered more for her music or more for the way she was perceived by the paparazzi, the public, and what we all saw?
I think music, me personally. I think that her life story and her lifestyle poured into her music. I mean, she's undoubtedly probably one of the most phenomenal jazz singers of our times.
Absolutely.
I mean, she had so many people co-signing her, from greats like Berry Gordy to Nas on the hip-hop side. So, and even Raphael Sadiq on the R&B side. So I think that definitely by her music, but her story is one that is a tragic one.
You know, you look at someone like Amy Winehouse, what kind of impact do you think she made, not just to music, but to music history?
I think that she really paved the way for some unique pop artists like Adele and Lady Gaga. She had amazing hits that were totally different and really broke the mold for her time. So.
Now, another artist who we lost this year was the big man himself, Clarence Clemons. Now, Katie, you actually had never heard of Clarence until
social media.
Right.
And I think this is amazing, you know,
which is not an album, by the way. Social media wasn't the name of the album. You talk about social media.
I know, I feel like an idiot, okay?
Right.
But I think this is a great example of two completely different generations being exposed to a great artist. And I didn't even know that he was in Lady Gaga's video. And then I got to learn more about him, have a conversation with my dad about him as an impactful artist. And I thought that was cool.
And so after learning about him in social media, you are a fan?
I'm a fan. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Now, someone else, Dwight Arrington Myers, most famously known as the one and only Heavy D, easily one of the most influential rappers of the 90s and a huge influence on so many rap acts that are around today. What influence? Talk to me about Heavy D's influence.
Besides the fact that he was the sexy original big boy, he made big boys hot, okay? So, I mean, if it wasn't for Heavy D, there wouldn't be a lot of transitions that we see in hip-hop today. From the way that we wore the fashion, from the swag, from the dancing. I mean, Heavy D, no matter how heavy he was dancing and keeping up with the rest of them. And not to mention that he is one of the first artists in hip-hop who actually transitioned into movies. He was doing acting. Right. He was doing everything.
And just
big
before
movies
he passed,
and small
he was
screen.
actually in Tower Heist.
Yes, he was.
A very recent movie.
Yes, he was.
You know, the other thing that he paved the way for was hip-hop rap moguls becoming presidents of labels. He became the first ever rapper to transition to being president of Uptown Records.
Yes, that's
Puffy
right.
was his intern.
Puffy was his intern. Puffy used to go get him cheesecake.
Yes.
That's just how it used to go down. But he was so monumental into just the movement, and you just know because when his loss was even heard about on social media, and everybody started tweeting about it. I mean, everybody from Mary J. Blige to Queen Latifah to the greats Andre Harrell, everybody had something to say, and it was just such a really, really big loss.
He was a lovely guy as well. Now, another huge loss was that of the Godfather rap, Gil Scott-Heron, one of the most influential artists. He's being honoured with the posthumous Lifetime Achievement Award at the upcoming Grammys. Another posthumous Grammy Award is going to be called the Trustee Award, and it's been given to an artist, but not in a classic sense, Steve Jobs.
Yeah, and when we talk about innovation, you know, a lot of people think of Steve Jobs, obviously, association with Apple, with Macs and iPod and iPhone, but what he's done with the music industry, 16 billion downloads in iTunes, that is remarkable. And in terms of getting the licenses to music rights, a lot of people don't realize how big of a play this had in music alone.
Both in the movement and also in almost the downfall of CDs and CD stores. I mean, we saw the closing of the huge Virgin Omega store here in Times Square, which was ridiculous. But even some artists nowadays, they saw iTunes as the biggest thing, but they're also seeing it kind of as their downfall as well, because now people have the chance and the option to choose which songs they get to pick on the album and not be able to just get the whole album. So it's like it was like a gift and a curse at the same time.
Steve Jobs definitely someone that was missed, and someone that we would not be living this technological landscape if it wasn't for that man. Now, 2011 was a great year for the evolution of that technology landscape. What was your favorite gadget of 2011?
It had to have been my iPhone 4S. I love my iPhone. I'm so addicted to it now. I love it. I turned into an iPad, iPhone, a whole Mac girl.
Yeah, you're a big iPhone girl. Now, the thing with the iPhone is Siri.
Siri.
So what is this, a little lady that lives inside every single phone? I don't get it.
Nothing got more attention this year than Siri, and a lot of people were disappointed we didn't see an iPhone 5, but really what took the media by fire was this talking device, Siri, and it was so...
They were mad. iPhone 5, they were like, I want an iPhone 5. Then Siri talked, and all of a sudden everybody just shut up and was like, let me talk to this girl instead.
She's very
totally.
demanding.
And it's interesting, too. A lot of people know Siri as this female, but in the UK, it's a male voice.
Yes, I don't know why, my accent's fake. But I don't know why you brought that out. But it's a male voice, Siri over here. You know, the thing with Siri is that this is the first time we've seen something straight out of a sci-fi movie in years. Literally, if you look back at the old movies or even modern movies, you talk to a computer, it's talking back. Another great thing that we saw in 2011 was, of course, IBM's Watson.
Yes.
You actually got a chance to meet Watson.
I actually got a chance to take on Watson in a full game of Jeopardy.
And you got...
smoked entirely. I was doing so well, too.
That's you right there.
Yeah, do you see at that one point? I had 2,700 points, dollars, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, then he took me down. I think he beat me like 57,000 to $2.
Jeez.
Wow.
He was so fast.
He seems unreally fast.
Hang on, this sounds like a good one-liner. He was so fast.
No, I'm not even going there. I'm not even going there.
Was he a gentleman about it at least?
He was a gentleman. Well, he's my BFF.
Did he call you after? Here's the thing. If you take Watson and his girlfriend Siri, right?
Yeah.
Then you take Honda's Asimo robot. It's an amazing robot that is a humanoid robot, walks and runs up, upright, can pour drinks now and things like that. Join it all together, how far off are we from having humanoid robots that can think like Watson and talk back like Siri?
I think the biggest complaint that I hear in the world of tech is we're not far enough along in the world of robotics. Why isn't Rosie doing my dishes? And why isn't somebody driving me to work?
Who talks like that first? But go on.
We were talking like that earlier.
We were talking about Rosie on the
You were complaining that she's not doing your dishes?
I just, she doesn't know how to iron and starch well, so I'm sorry she can't do my clothes.
That's what I'm saying. But here's my point. I think we're really far along in the world of robotics, and I think one compartmentalized example of that is like the military. 1 in 50 soldiers in Afghanistan, I know this is totally nerdy, is a robot. And these robots range in size from this big to sizes of a mule. They can carry 400 pounds in payload. So people don't realize in the world of robots, we're coming a long way. We're not too far off from some singularity. And you think, that we've all seen the movie I, Robot and things like that. How much better would life be with these humanoid Asimo robots and Siri?
It's those movies that make me not want to have robots.
There's the HAL model. It might be a little bit scary.
It's the beginning of the end.
Unless they make the iRobot boyfriend, then maybe that would be a great job.
Desperate Roxy. A tweet just came in. The tweet just came in. It was saying, okay, it's talking about the Kindle. Can we pull it up very quickly? At Katie, this is from Grant Jessup. Does he talk like that? Oh, very imaginative tweet. I like my Kindle Fire. Thanks for that, Grant. Really, really smart. Listen, let's talk about the Amazon Kindle.
Yes.
Came out, is selling like hotcakes.
Well, everybody's only talking about the iPad, and they only have been for the last few years. Nobody can compete with it. It has like 85% of the market share. A lot of people don't realize, and this is, again, nerdy, but there's over 100 of these tablets in the marketplace. Nobody knows one that isn't the iPad.
Right.
So I think finally making an iPad an impact and having some competition, Kindle Fire comes out, $200, a little bit smaller in form factor, does everything that you want it to do. It's selling, they're selling now 1 million Kindles a week. Now that's the whole lineup.
Right.
But 4 million Kindle Fires by the end of holiday.
Good little present.
Good little present.
So the Kindle was a winner, but with every winner, you've got to have a fail. Which company product do you think failed in 2011?
Ooh.
That's easy for me. RIM, BlackBerry, done.
Yo, first, watch your mouth about BlackBerry.
Wait, first of all, who even owns BlackBerry
Listen,
anymore?
you had a BlackBerry.
I had, and I was so glad that I got out of the BBM cult. It was a cult.
She transitioned.
I
She did.
transitioned
I know, I
into
lost her off
iPhone.
BBM,
I
and
was
she
no
was
longer a
gone
friend
forever.
anymore after I got
We don't talk anymore.
Yeah, we don't talk anymore.
Tell me, the iPhone, was it the BlackBerry killer, Hannah?
Absolutely. I'm an iPhone girl through and through. We did talk before a little bit about the keyboard.
Okay,
that is
I
a
can
factor.
type a message on my BlackBerry quicker than you guys can get ready.
Which is why I
Well.
have to say I kept my BlackBerry and have the iPhone.
Well, you're very
Just
rich and
for
very
the
successful.
keyboard.
You could ask Siri just to type your message for you.
Yes, you can ask Siri. So you're very
That is
lazy
true.
and desperate. Now, listen, the other thing that came out that I think personally failed was 3D TV. I thought by this point it would be in everyone's television, in everyone's house, 3D TV. It didn't do it for me.
I'm not sold on it either.
What
Go
do you
ahead,
think?
at all.
We like the 3D.
Yeah, I like the
do?
3D. I'm
Do you
not
have
again
one?
yet.
I don't have one.
Get out of here. How can
But
you defend it?
I do live in a Best Buy from time to time, and I sit and I bring my popcorn and no, it's amazing. It's like living in the future. If you want robots, right?
Here's my argument with it. I think it's totally subjective, but I think everybody thinks the 3D that you're getting is the 3D that you see in the movies,
Right.
which is not true.
It's not.
When you have the active shutter technology and you're in a
Katie,
good
I would
home
love
theater,
to sit here and listen to you, but to
I'm
be
just
honest,
saying.
it's a losing battle. 3D TV is not
it
working.
is not a losing
3D
battle.
TV,
They're selling more 3D TVs
step
this
it
year
up.
than ever.
All right,
And it
now
comes with
listen,
context.
with everyone doing the holidays coming up, I know even you organised girls, even you with Siri, is still rushing around getting your last-minute presents. Katie, you did the great thing of
Yes.
coming here to suggest some really cool presents. This is the fun bit.
Yes.
What's the first one that you're going to suggest to all the people at home?
All right, first one. If you're jammed for a last-minute holiday present, this is the Jam Box.
Okay, by Jawbone.
This
that.
by Jawbone. It's
What
a
is
little
it?
speaker. Packs some serious sound. $200, kind of expensive, but what's awesome about it is it's Bluetooth, so you can go from your computer to your iPhone to your smartphone to you can actually use this as a conference call.
And is it loud?
Microphone. It's really loud.
Okay.
That's the best part about it.
What's the next one?
The next one, okay, so everybody that has the frustration of not keeping those earbuds in, the only earbuds that actually stay in, these are Skull Candy. I know you like Skull
I love
Candy.
Skull Candy.
Fix in earbuds.
Let me see those.
Yeah, do it.
Do they really?
I swear by it. This is the only pair I'm using right now.
And these go in your ear and they stay
Go in
there.
the ear and you can
Work
run,
out and everything?
work out.
How much are these babies?
$70.
$70
A little
bucks.
pricey, but
An investment.
Well,
An
I owe you
investment.
$70, I guess.
Yeah.
What's the next one?
the next one is.
I was wondering what the hell this is doing on my set. This is not a real
okay, so
fish.
this is ridiculous.
This is Cashy.
Yeah, you did
Oh,
name
you've
it.
named it
Name them
after me?
Cashy.
Okay, this is a Fincredible.
This is a Fincredible. It is an
It's
LED
not a real
fake
fish
It
that's
is
hanging
not
itself in
a
the
real fish.
ceiling.
Won't
No.
crap in the bowl.
No.
You're totally good. Great for kids. Works as a nightlight. There's a little light inside here.
Right.
Aw.
And you
This is
won't
great.
keep feeding it. Remember when you were little, you just kept feeding the fish because you thought it was still hungry?
No.
Because they don't have a memory?
I actually killed my brother's fish. It was-
Exactly.
He actually
And
never
he's
knew
now
that up
finding out.
until now.
Great.
Push the button. What's it do?
Okay, so it goes into 3 different modes. So right now I'm just going to let it go.
Yes.
It's pretty rare.
And so it dances around.
Yeah, it dances around.
Genius. And the final one,
Ooh,
which,
bring it out.
which is awesome, is for any. I'm a huge Star Wars
Yeah.
fan.
Yay.
This is R2D2. Except that
Okay.
he's voice activated.
He's voice activated. He has 40 commands, so we have to be
Talk to
quiet.
me.
Let me
Make him
make
do
him do
something.
something. Hey R2, game mode, dance program.
All right, that's the voice-activated R2D2. $150 available on Amazon. You've been having a lot of fun with this.
This is my child.
Very quickly, what else can he do apart from dance mode?
You can talk to him about characters. He'll reenact Princess Leia,
Yeah.
Han Solo,
Could
Darth
he be a
Vader.
stand-in? I know you were looking for somebody to
You know
talk
what?
to.
How cute he would
The
be.
problem is that
God.
Don't
R2
think of it.
is actually cuter than you.
Yes, yes.
Burn!
You can have
Absolutely.
competition.
Yeah, okay, like you're, yeah. Now, the end of the year is fast approaching. One thing we've got to talk about is things to look forward to in 2012. Hannah, in the internet web space, what can we look forward to in 2012?
Real-world integration. We're going to have the cloud, we're going to have the billboards, and things like WordLens, the app where you can use real-world technology.
Shut up,
all the
R2,
time.
she's talking. Go on.
And that's what we can look forward to in
Fine.
2012.
When it comes down to everything gadgets, what are you looking forward to in 2012?
Mind-reading technology. He agrees.
R2 agrees.
Oh, it's very
And when it comes down to music rocks,
Oh my goodness, I have to say probably have to be Mac Miller. He's doing such a big thing right now, and it's phenomenal what an independent artist can do, and the wave that he's going with right now. So we're looking forward to him.
absolutely. Well, listen, girls, and you are too. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you here. Thanks so much. That's it for The Flow, but the conversation still continues online right here and on Twitter at Pepsi The Flow. Thanks for being here. Happy holidays, everyone. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.